get big, get small. The whole point of today's combo is to help you play around with volume. Drex here from Drexfactor Poi, bringing you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, I'm giving you kind of a unique combo that is going to be minimal on the dance, but very, very heavy on working on expanding and contracting the space you take up. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow DNA, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. So I actually have been kind of racking my brains in the past month trying to come up with ideas for combos. Not that I'm out of ideas for creating choreography or anything like that, but trying to put my head back in the place of where I was in my first year or two of spinning and thinking about what were the challenges for me in terms of moving back and forth between poi tricks. And I stumbled upon this one idea that actually occurred to me many, many years after, but that was something that incorporated several of the intermediate tricks that I had learned, you know, pretty early on in my journey, but I just didn't have a way of putting them together. So this combo only takes 3 tricks, and basically you're going to be doing 3 reps of each of them, but it's getting back and forth between them that's the important part. So those 3 tricks are as follows. You're going to want to know how to do your meltdowns, your wall plane flowers, and you're going to want to know how to do Poitruvian Man, or that big extended windmill that Nick Woolsey is such a big fan of. So I'm going to go ahead and leave links to tutorials for all of these tricks down in the description or up in the cards if you happen to be watching on YouTube. I'm going to show you the combo at full speed, take you through it piece by piece, and then show it to you again in slow motion. All right, so real talk. This combo is all about this moment right here with your arms spread eagle to either side of you and your poi sticking out to the sides as well. It's a moment where you're taking up maximum volume for your entire body. And coincidentally enough, it's also a transition point between all 3 of the tricks that we're going to play with today. So let me give you an example here. Say you're playing around with a meltdown, which we normally think of as being one of those tricks where we have our arms wrapping around us in either direction, right? Well, here's the thing. There's also this wonderful moment right here where your arms and poi are completely unwrapped from your body. And this can be a place not only where you can, say, eat up a whole bunch of room with that meltdown, which is how I first learned how to use it, but also it's a moment when you can switch into something else that also has your arms and poi spread out this way. Let's say, for example, that you're playing around with your wall plane flowers right here, going back and forth between anti-spin and in-spin. Again, you can see how we have this wonderful moment where the poi and arms are straight out to the sides. And you can use this as a moment to switch into that meltdown. And you can also use it as a moment to switch back out. The only difference is that I'm deciding that I'm going to just stay right here in wall plane. And as you might have guessed, it's also a position that we have in common with Poitruvian Man here. Once again, you can think of it as being that when you go out to the sides, you can go into your meltdown. And when you come out of it, you can go right back to Poitruvian Man. And when your arms are out, you can switch into that wall plane flower as well. Go back and forth between any and all 3. It's totally up to you. But today, the specific sequence I have in mind is that we're going to go from meltdowns to wall plane flowers to the Poitruvian Man. And there's no great deep reason for them coming in this order. It's just the order that I thought of them in. So on the face of it, we can just do this sequence as I've intended, starting off with 3 meltdowns, then going to 3 wall plane flowers, and then 3 reps of Poitruvian Man. It'll just look like this. You'll get in 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, and switch into the wall plane flower, going around once, twice, 3 times, into Poitruvian Man, once, twice, 3 times. But there's something else I want you to do as you're going through all three. Namely, I want you to play around with volume. I want you to go back and forth between moments when you're taking up a lot of room versus when you're not. So for example, when we're playing around with these meltdowns, you want to go back and forth between being big and being small, being big and being small. Likewise, when we're doing wall plane flowers, be small on the anti-spin side, be big on the extension side. Small on the anti-spin, big on the extension. And it's a little bit easier with Poi Choreography Man because it's small across the top anyway, but really bring your entire body into it. I'm doing kind of an undercurve here with my legs where I'm lunging back and forth to either side. And as I go across the top, I'm kind of extending both of my legs upwards. So if you want to get schmancy with it, which you know I do, it's going to look a little bit like this. Namely, we're going to take that meltdown across and then big and out. Across, and then big and out. Across, and then big and out. And then anti-spin across, extension across. Anti-spin across, extension across. Anti-spin across, extension across. And Poi Choreography Man in an undercurve and an overcurve. Undercurve and an overcurve. Yeah? Basically, as you're playing around with all three of these, I really want you to see how big a difference you can make in how much room versus how little room you're taking up with each of these tricks here, yeah? Awesome. Let me show you all that again in slow motion. Cool, so I know that this combo is a little different from what I normally post here, but hopefully it is still fun to learn and it'll teach you all some stuff out there too. Keep that open position in mind. That is your transition point between all three of these tricks. Please post video of yourself performing this combo to Instagram and use the hashtag DrexFactorPoi so I can come check it out. You can also post video of yourself doing this combo to your stories and tag me. I am at Drexfactor. If you do that, I will make a copy of your video and post it to my own stories so that all of my followers can see your hard work. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that other people can find this video and learn from it, and so that you can help my channel grow. And finally, a huge thank you, because this video would not be possible without the kind contributions of these amazing folks right here. These are my Flow patrons over on Patreon, and they, along with the wonderful folks listed down in the description, make this video and all the videos on this channel possible. If you would like to sign up to support this work that I'm doing, bringing poi spinning and flow arts to the wider world and helping people connect with their brains and their bodies, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. You can get early access to all of my content, as well as a say in what topics I tackle in the future, plus some great extras and behind the scenes content as well. So you should go check that out. Please and thank you. So if any of you all were wondering, is it as cold out as it looks? The answer is yes, but I'm trying to push through it and get all of these tutorials for the coming month done. So we'll see if I get them done in this one afternoon and everything. Please have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you are able to get out and flow and get your bodies and brains working, yeah? Awesome. Have yourselves a good weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Peace.